In the monster bug world, there's nothing more unsettling than silence. Knowing that something unheard and unseen is patiently awaiting its chance to kill you. What happens when an ogre-faced spider sets a trap for an assassin bug? It's the skill of one forest ninja versus the stealth of another. In mythology, the ogre is a terrifying monster. Cruel, brutal, and hideous. But in the bug world, this monster is no myth.
Ogre-faced spiders are about as neat as spiders come. Their middle posterior eyes, so their posterior median eyes, are huge.
Most spiders have 8 eyes, but poor vision. The ogre-faced spider has military-grade optics that turn night into day.
They're outstanding at collecting light at night so that they see very, very well in darkness. Their vision at night is far better than cats and better than owls.
That's extremely bad news for passing prey. But even more astonishing is the ogre-face's weaponry.
What these spiders do that is absolutely unique in the animal kingdom is they build a very, very specialized web.
Hanging from a threadbare silk scaffold, the ogre-faced spider starts weaving a weapon. An expandable net that traps the unsuspecting in the blink of an eye. It flings it over its prey like a gladiator, casting a deadly net.
When they actually attack something, they're going down just incredibly fast and then releasing the web, and it contracts. It is fascinating to watch.
The ultrafine net is created with the skill of an expert weaver.
They make it in their back legs. As you see them combing, they've got a comb on their 4th leg, and you see them combing out silk very fast. I often think of it as hair that has been teased up, and the silk looks something like that.
Holding the tightly woven net in its 4 front legs, the ogre-faced spider silently sets up a vigil for whatever flies by or passes below. Equally fascinating, every bit as silent and deadly, is the assassin bug.
Watching the assassin bug move is like watching a Shaolin kung fu master walking across rice paper. Gentle, silent, careful. Not a single mark, not even the most minute noise. No wonder it's called the assassin bug.
Its weapon of choice is part long, sucking mouth, part syringe for injecting venom.
The assassin bug stabs its prey using this long beak-like structure called a rostrum. But with the rostrum, it has additional microstructures called stylids. And what they do is they open up small tears inside the prey, which facilitates the venom flowing in.
The assassin bug feeds on any insect it can catch. It's even been known to skewer bats and humans. But it doesn't rely just on its rostrum. It has antennae as long as its body, which gather intel on the grasshopper it's silently stalking. It also plays smart. It imitates a wafting breeze.
The assassin bug is being very clever here. As it gets quite close to the prey, it makes its footsteps bouncy and irregular, creating the kind of normal environmental background noise produced by a breeze.
And then, with its prey within reach, it does something very odd for a master stalker. It reaches out with an antenna.
Assassin bugs have a peculiar habit of using their antenna to gently tap their prey a few times before stabbing them. It's a poorly understood phenomenon. We don't know if it's to confuse the prey or even somehow to hypnotize them, but this is what they do.
Whatever the reason, it works. The prey doesn't suspect a thing. Then it struck. The assassin bug's rostrum spears the grasshopper's back. Deadly venom floods its body.
The paralyzing action of the venom takes effect in 3 to 5 seconds. At this point in time, the limbs are unable to move. After about 15 seconds, it is completely paralyzed, even though it's still alive. Prey is sitting there immobilized. Other chemicals that the assassin bug is pumped in is now digesting it even while it's alive. By the time the assassin bug is done, 40 to 60% will have been sucked out as a liquid lunch.
As darkness descends, a deadly net and a venomous spear will soon become the weapons of choice in a forest as black and as ominous as the grave. Two Bug World gladiators are about to do battle. One armed with a spear that pierces flesh with ease, and the other with a fast-release net that can finish a fight before it begins. As the spider hovers, the assassin bug closes in, moving ever so slowly, from leaf to branch. The two deadly foes converge in the darkness. The assassin bug needs to get past the net to strike a blow. It tugs on the web, but a foot gets caught. In one swift movement, the ogre-face flings down the net and scoops its victim into a treacherous tangle of silk.
What it will do is it will grab it up, wrap it up with more and more silk, so there's no chance that the assassin bug is able to get its piercing mouth parts out. There's nothing that the assassin bug can do that's going to hurt the ogre-faced spider.
The ogre wraps quickly while keeping her distance. The assassin bug stretches its legs to break free of the death shroud. It's too late. With the deadly rostrum safely encased in silk, the ogre face moves in for the kill. The would-be assassin takes a hit of paralyzing venom. Death is seconds away. But the ogre-faced spider ignores the formalities. It's already feeding on the body fluids of the vanquished. Bugs. Murder is a way of life. If you want your meat fresh, you're forced to kill. But some bugs take hunting to new levels. What happens when a bulldog raspy cricket and a whistling tarantula come to blows? There are no holds barred. If you're an insect, you enter the grassy bushland of the Bulldog Raspy cricket at your peril. It's the stormtrooper of the bug world. Compared to the raspy cricket, other crickets are pushovers. These guys are just nasty.
Bulldog Raspy crickets are very fierce fighters. They launch themselves at the prey with the aim of just cutting it to pieces.
The raspy cricket is built to kill. Two massive compound eyes, heavily armored thorax, front legs bristling with deadly spines, and mandibles that cut through prey like a chainsaw.
The raspy cricket's mandibles are just plain deadly. It can tear apart pretty much anything. Snip, off comes a leg. Snip, off comes the head.
Raspy crickets are also super mobile. They'll go anywhere, anytime.
Raspy crickets are very tough to escape from. Not only are they great jumpers, but they're great climbers, they're fast on their feet, and they can fly.
And they never back down. Once you're in a raspy cricket's sights, it's locked on to kill.
The antennae are very long. They use them both to pick up the scent of the prey, but also physically to tell them what's nearby. And the second one makes contact, this cricket launches and starts biting and tearing it apart.
The cricket's massive sickle-shaped mandibles chomp through its victim. Every body part is on the menu. Abdomen, leg, wings. The Bulldog Raspy cricket is the consummate killer. But it doesn't have the killing fields to itself. Nearby, there's a menacing murderess. A tarantula. Not someone you choose for your babysitter.
Known as whistling tarantulas. This is caused when they rub their mouth parts, causing kind of a rattly, hissy sound, which makes them seem more frightening.
The terrifying death rattle is backed up by two monstrous fangs.
Tarantulas have fangs that strike downward. These fangs are really quite large, as much as 1/3 of an inch long, which is on the order of a number of different snakes. And so this is enough to do real damage.
She's highly attuned to passing prey. She doesn't hear them coming. She doesn't have ears. What she does have is hundreds of sensory hairs that pick up vibrations in the air. And the whistling tarantula has another early warning system. She lays a thick bandage-like alarm bell with two huge spinnerets that act like web-weaving fingers, creating an elaborate first line of defense.
She waits at the entrance of the burrow. And one of the advantages of silk coming out from the burrow is that it helps provide sensory information or vibratory information as prey walks by and touches the silk.
This regular cricket was easy meat. But what happens when the whistling tarantula faces a much nastier Bulldog Raspy cricket?
A fight between these two could go either way. I think the Raspy cricket will try to use brute force to overpower the tarantula and get in a damaging bite before the tarantula can sink its fangs in and deliver the venom.
Some in the bug world don't kill to live. They live to kill. They don't just attack, they annihilate. The whistling tarantula is a murderess. Armed to the teeth with dagger-like fangs that spear through her prey like a knife through butter.
It's got big fangs, it's got big legs, it's got hairs so that it's able to climb essentially anywhere, and it's a big, aggressive spider.
Her mortal foe, a nasty neighbor. The Bulldog Raspy cricket is also packing serious heat. Spiked legs, deadly jaws, and a bad attitude. It often holds true in the bug world that attack is the best form of defense. So while the Raspy cricket chows down on its latest kill, the murderess launches a surprise attack. The cricket lashes out with its spiked legs. The tarantula retreats, with good reason. She's missing a leg. She heads for home to lick her wounds and mend her web.
She'll go into the burrow and then cover up the entrance of the burrow and seal it up. So essentially predators aren't able to get in while she's in the burrow and while she's relatively incapacitated.
But the Bulldog Raspy cricket has developed a taste for spider drumsticks. It's stalked its injured victim to her home. But she's down, not out. A massive body kick sends the killer cricket reeling. But the cricket is nobody's football. Each combatant has scored a blow. Now it's really on. One of them is going to die.
If that Raspy cricket gets its strong jaws onto the soft-bodied tarantula, the tarantula is absolutely done for. So it's really a battle of timing and speed here.
The stormtrooper is back, madder than ever. It flushes the tarantula from her burrow. She makes a break for it. But the Raspy cricket's mandibles shear through the tarantula like colossal bolt cutters.
Once they start biting the prey, they sit cross-legged with their arms locked together, forming a spiked cage that the prey has little chance of escaping from.
The murderess has met her match. She's not just eaten. She's torn apart. Few creatures leave such a bloody battleground.